Hello, darlings. My name is Psycho Silvertongue, and today we're going to do quite a little bit of surprise. This is actually such a surprise, even I don't know who's on this list. But we're just going to get into it. I'm accompanied by my lovely Prim,
Hello.
and she has collected uh, a few of my closely knit VTuber friends.
More than a few.
Um,
Well, not. There's only like four VTubers because I didn't want to name them without permission. And then there's a couple famous people. Then it's a lot of anime and video game characters.
yes, so we have quite a big assortment, everything from the lovely men and women of our community to, some a little more out there sources I'm seeing on the computer. Um, but anyway, I think that we should get this started with just whatever Prim thinks is the best to start with.
Oh Lord. Um, I'm nervous.
Why are you nervous?
I don't
You
know.
don't have to answer these. You just pick people out.
Okay. Let's see who I want to start with. I'm just gonna grab people at random.
Oh, okay.
So let's start with this Lady Demetress.
Lady Dimitrescu. Now, we are just looking at my attractiveness towards them
Correct.
because, as I know, Lady Dimitrescu is famously like
Anti-men.
a lesbian. Like
Anti-men. She
Resident
literally hates men.
Resident Evil came out and saying that she is in fact lesbian. So this is just whether or not I would date them. And I'm going to say, I think her being real close to 10 feet tall, like she exudes mommy energy. And yeah, I like that. So let's put her in the husband waifu category.
I also, these are probably going to overlap because I'm stupid and I don't know how to work this.
You can always just make the picture smaller.
But I'll try to figure it out. I just tried to make it so that you could actually see it for the beginning of it. But there's like 23 or 24 pictures.
Oh, nice. But
Okay.
yes, with her, I mean, as you see from the video game, she's into to tying up her men. Uh, and not to say that, flat women are also acceptable, but I mean, we can always just say that she has some assets that are considerably large. Let's just say that. So, I think that that's pretty much all I can say about her, except for, the occasional awooga.
All right, let's see who we got next. Let's do this. This is a D&D thing. It is called forgive me, it's called a Garyon, I think. I don't know how to say D&D words. There's a lot of D&D characters in this also.
Oh,
I added it because Psycho actually got wrapped up by one and entranced by one and almost did the relations with one of our D&D campaigns, so I thought it would be funny to
now
add one.
is this the one that had my tiefling character, or is this my
Yes, this is the
dragonborn?
one that had the tiefling character. We haven't encountered anything with the dragonborn like this. This is the one that had you wrapped up and in a trance.
Ah, yes.
I don't think it's the exact one. I don't think the one that you were fighting had wings because this is from the multiverse monster manual, I think. I don't actually know.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
sure
think
though.
I think the one that we had that had me wrapped up was actually a an abomination.
Well, this is a snake person, much like the other one was, and I thought, why not? It's also a man.
I mean, it being a man
It's a very
or
muscular man.
a woman doesn't really matter to me, but I can't really tell with its hands. Is its hands snakes?
One of them is an actual hand, and the other one is this particular one. Not all of the pictures that I saw. I just grabbed pictures off Google. Um, the other hand is some kind of something. I'm not actually sure. This is the picture from the Multiverse Monster Manual. I
Hmm.
didn't read about it. I just looked through the manual for monsters.
Huh, I see. Well, honestly, I don't know what it's about. Like, I know that I do like, the snake people, but I don't think this is definitely not husbando or waifu material. So really, just do I want it? Could I be friends with it? I don't feel like I don't know. I think I'm gonna say I think you should leave with this one.
Okay. What happened to my voice there? Let's just minimize that a bit. All right, let's go. Let's take a break from the indie characters. Shane from Smosh.
Shane from Smosh. Okay. Um, well, I will say that I've watched Smosh for a very long time. One of the first videos I think I ever watched of them probably was their Pokemon in real life and very many more of their video games in real life series, which predates Shane even being on there. I've seen a lot of his stuff though. I see that he's very funny. That is something that I do like in, both people I friend and people I date is a sense of humor. And I do like that he works out a lot from what I've been told.
So
And
muscles is a thing for you.
I love muscles.
Then
Muscle.
what? Well, the snake dude's muscular.
Yeah, but it's the wrong kind of muscles. Like he doesn't seem like someone that I could have, like a drink with and just enjoy a night out, which I feel like I could do with both Lady Dimitrescu, who owns a winery, and Shane. But is he husbando material? I think I feel like we can't just put everyone in husbando, so I'm going to put him in date category. So, Shane, if you're seeing this, give me a call.
I seriously doubt he is.
Oh,
Let's do Michael Jackson himself. This is the bad guy from Demon Slayer. What is his name?
you should probably expand the photos with every single one of them, then you shrink
Yeah,
them
I
again.
know. I don't remember his name. It's over here actually. I wrote it down. No, I didn't. I named him Michael Jackson.
That's amazing. So, am I trying to smash Michael Jackson?
No, it's him. I don't know. I don't remember his name though.
Let me think. I'm trying to think about his story mostly because I remember that he has like a kid and he has like yeah, his name's like Muzan, I think is what his name is. Don't quote me on that.
They call him by his last name though, and I don't know how to say it, so I'm not gonna try. I haven't watched Demon Slayer in a minute.
Kibutsuji?
Something like that.
Anyway, for for Kibu, I mean, here's the thing. He is they are, I guess, um
I think he's.
gender fluid because they have like a female version,
Yeah.
a male version. They also have a child version, but we're just going to skip over that, like that
That's
part
and
entirely.
granted, in this form, he is the original demon, from what I can gather. I think is what they're figuring out in the series. I'll be honest, it's been a while since I watched it,
Here's the thing. He's kind of a dick.
but he's hot.
He is hot, but is he hot enough to overlap his being a dick?
How's he a dick?
I mean, the people that work for him, he just kills them. He just uses people. I don't
They deserved it.
deserve to. Do you want to smash him?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So this is a little bit of self-reflection as well.
He's a demon. I'm a demon. See where I'm going?
I see, I see, I see. Well, let's go with. I think I'm just gonna put him in the same category. I might go on a date with him or her, because I do remember that every form that I've seen of him outside of like the one where he's like turns into a random schoolboy. He 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 seems to tend to be very attractive.
All right, let's, since I can actually see some of the VTubers now, let's bring up a VTuber.
Lawler.
Yes.
Oh gosh, Lawler. Um, this is Lawler, everyone. A very, very good friend of mine. I just love him to death. Oh, but now let's see. Is he Husbando material? Listen, at bare minimum, we're friends. We're not gonna kick him to the I think you should leave category.
That would be so mean.
I I would probably go at least on a date with him. But is he Husbando material? I just don't know if I could put him above Lady Demetrius.
He's not above Lady Dimitrescu. He's equal.
No, this needs to have a pecking order. Listen, put him in the dating category, but put him above Shane.
I can't be moving them around now. That's a lot to ask of me.
No, you must. You must put him put everyone out of the way. Yes, and then
Number
put
one date. Lawler, number one date.
number one date, Lawler, and then Shane, and then leave a little space between him and. Is it weird that I would date um Kibu, but I would not be friends with him?
I get that. I understand that. All right. Ooh, this one's fun. Tiamat. Tiamat
Oh,
herself.
you don't even have to. We don't even have to talk about this. First off, look at me. Look at me. Dragons. You know what they say? Two heads are better than one. Well, what about five? Um, and they say that I mean, I'm just trying to talk my way into just explaining why she is husbando waifu material. Just toss the dragon up there. Big dragon, yes.
Big dragon lady. Hmm.
Big dragon lady.
I'm not even sure if Tiamat has a humanesque form. I saw fan art, but I'm not sure if it's legitimate.
I mean, I guess that depends on your DM. I think that she's chromatic dragon, and chromatic dragons normally don't have a human form. It's
Isn't
most
she like the dragon?
Yeah, but like chromatic dragons and then metallic dragons work differently. But each DM has their own discretion, so she probably has a human form. It just might not be canon.
Sorry if you can hear me breathing. I have allergies right now, and it's
Oh,
really bad.
this weather is just killing us.
Anyway, you probably don't know who this person is. I love them very much. This is Tana Mojo. She's very controversial, but I love her, and I just wanted to throw a typical blonde famous person in there and just see what you thought of them.
Is Tana Mojo, is that the one that like had a baby that was apparently the reincarnation of the queen?
No, that's Trisha Paytas. I left her out.
Trisha
She's too
Paytas.
controversial, but I love her also.
Ah, okay.
She's the one that I don't know if you ever heard of it. She's the one that did TanaCon because she wasn't invited to VidCon, and it was an absolute disaster. And people like passed out from the heat and stuff. People went to the
Oh.
hospital. Yeah, it was pretty bad. She's
Uh
the one that married Jake Paul.
oh. I think you should leave.
Yeah, I get it. She's pretty fun though. Like it's fun to watch her. It's
I
fun to.
mean, I'm just thinking to myself, like, would we hang out? Yes, maybe. But would we be friends? I just don't see myself merging with that kind of personality.
Oh yeah, she's very much party girl.
Well, I can have a party too.
Yeah, but not in the way that she does.
Oh, I feel like you're trying to talk me out, but I don't know. I feel like
That's.
let's move her in front of the snake. Like, you should leave, but you should leave after the party.
I was just thinking of random celebrities, and I knew that you wouldn't know her, but she looks very typical and
Basic blonde.
yeah, basic blonde, and it's very different from the other things we have here. So I just wanted to throw one in there. And
Well,
sorry if you're a basic blonde person.
if you're a basic blonde person and you don't have a history of throwing parties where people pass out from the heat, you could still be dateable. It's just with the apparent stories that I've just been told and going
That's
off
just
just that.
yeah. I don't really. I'm not gonna defend her. I don't know her personally.
Okay.
Let's let's not do another real person. Let's do Chew. This picture quality is horrible because my email just ruined it, but it's not that bad.
I think you should leave. No, no. Chew Chew is like her is baby, but her is like feral baby.
I think she's nice.
She was probably like one of my first VTuber friends, I gotta say. Like just coming through like my memories. It was probably like her, Lawler, and Seville were probably the first three VTubers that actually reached out to me when I was just not even.
Just a little baby that just created a Twitter.
Yep, when I just had a Twitter and that was the only thing I did. But like, I just love her personally. She's probably one of my best VTuber friends.
She's
So,
super
I,
sweet.
but let's just talk about the design because I already love her personality. So I think bare minimum she has to be in the friendship level. I'm gonna say, ooh, is she waifu material?
Is she? It's all you, bud.
I think so. I think so. But is she above Tiamat? No.
Is Lady Demetrius above Tiamat?
Oh God. Oh God. Is she? That's. I'm gonna say that they're probably tied because they're both big scary lady. That and technically Lady Demetrius has a dragon form. So she's a dragon and a 10-foot vampire lady.
We love a Maleficent type girl.
We love a Maleficent. Is Maleficent on here?
No.
Oh, you.
If Maleficent was on here, it would have been the superior Maleficent, which is Angelina Jolie's Maleficent.
Oh, that's another question. Like, whenever we do, like, do you have any actors on here?
No.
Okay. If we do a part two to this, we might have to discuss whether or not we're gonna do actors or their characters.
Are you ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Throw out the
Who is
next
this?
throw out the next boy. What the fuck?
Anyone that has ever spoken to Psycho about Star Wars in any degree, he will tell you within the first 5 minutes of discussing Star Wars his hatred of Jar Jar Binks. He despises him with every fiber of his being. But then in recent years, he's been like, maybe Jar Jar's not so bad. So I put him on here mostly as a joke.
Listen, here's what I'm gonna go with. There are several theories about Jar Jar Binks, whether or not he was intentionally, like if he was a Sith Lord. There's been memes and stuff about how he's. I'm gonna say that like as a character, I might not have thought the best of him, but like if you think of him as just a person, he's a really nice guy. I think he goes into the friend category. I think we have
Oh,
our very first. I would have like I would not go on a date with him. I just don't feel like that's in the cards. But like we could hang out and go to like a party or go see a movie or something.
ignoring the fact that whenever he died in the movie theater, Psycho sitting beside me went, "Oh my God, yes!" And I did not laugh because all these great characters just died. I don't know anything about Star Wars. And he was like, let's go watch this Star Wars movie anyway.
What movie does he die in?
He dies, and the guy that says it's a trap dies, and Princess Leia dies, and
He's not in that movie.
there's a movie where they're all on a ship and they're there for like 5 minutes and they die. And it's like they're killing off all the old characters.
Have I forgotten about What? Ugh,
I may be wrong. I don't like Star Wars. I may be completely jumbling together like six movies. I sit there and I pretend to watch them for you.
Star Wars is such a good series, though. It could be better. I'm gonna say it's not without its flaws. Some flaws involving incestual relationships, but besides that, like it's a good series.
Let's do another one. Oh no. Where'd you go? There we
Jump
go.
scare.
That was not a jump scare. That's
Toxic.
toxic.
Oh God.
She's very sweet. I've barely spoken to her, but she's very kind in the times that I have.
Oh God. I just love my little toxic. She is adorable. Okay, so she is a part of a company called Prison Moon. There are
We love Prison
four of
Moon.
them. Oh God.
We love
Um,
Prison Moon.
they got, but I'm not going to talk about the other three. I will say though, if you are here, please go support all four of them.
Absolutely.
They are amazing, and Toxic has actually, and I'll say this about um, Chew as well. Toxic and Chew have both done art for me, and both of them are just amazing artists. I think that both of their commissions are closed at the moment, but if you ever get a chance to get artwork from them, you will be sorely mistaken if you do not take that chance. Oh, but first off, let's just talk about how she is an adorable little baby, but
This picture, my God.
this picture, this picture, she slays in this picture. And I'm gonna say, like obviously, I think bare minimum, any of the VTubers that I know have to be at least in the friendship level. So she's not gonna. I think you should leave. Bare minimum. Now, as for dating her, I think if I am willing to date Michael Jackson, I have to be willing to date her. Like that's bare minimum. Like I think we set the bar a little too low when I put him in the dating category. Ugh. Is she more dateable than Shane? She's she's funny. I think so. I think she's more dateable than Shane. Is she more dateable than Lawler?
I think you're being too lenient on, I mean, too strict on the waifu category.
I'm being too strict on the wife category. No, no, no. You see, I'm talking through the dating category, and then I'm going to say whether or not she's worth being waifu husbando level. Because if she can't get past the dating, then she's just there.
I get that.
I think that now I feel mean for not putting Lawler in the husbando category.
To be fair, though, Lawler is very kind. I've never really spoken to him. We've interacted on Twitter. Very kind person. Um, the time zones are so different, and it's just you guys are on polar opposites. And like yours and Toxic is also completely different, but Toxic stays up till ungodly hours, like every day it seems, from what I can tell. So it's very easy to interact with her, but you don't get to interact with Lawler as much as you do the others. And she was kind of only a couple of hours ahead, like 2 hours ahead
I
of
think
something
it's
like
like
that. So
not
it's
even
very
that.
easy to interact with Chew, and it's just hard to interact with Lawler, so you just don't know him quite as well as you know the rest of them.
Yes, and Lawler, I will say you are in the dating category now. You might be husbando later. Let's just talk a little more, maybe game a little bit, and we'll see how it goes. But I have played games with both Chew and Toxic, so I feel like we have a little bit more chemistry together. So I'm gonna say yeah, put her in the husbando waifu category, right next to Chew. We're not gonna move any of them. We're gonna say that they're about the same. They're the equivalent of like what how Tiamat. Oh, you made her small, so small. That's what she is in real life, though. Small, small little baby. But we love small little babies.
I'm struggling. My mic's muted. I'm struggling. I'm struggling. First off, Michael Jackson's huge. Anyway, I'm just gonna not let my OCD take over because it is trying to, and this is just gonna be uneven, and I'm just gonna have to learn to deal with it. Okay, let's do this. It is a drider.
Just every drider ever.
It's a drider. It's just a picture of a drider that I found. I forget what the artist name is, but someone drew it. It's a very good picture of a drider. I did not like the picture that they had from the monster manual, so I found someone's art online.
Okay, so there are several spider women that I both know from anime and, the VTubing community.
Shout out to It's Here, amazing.
She's not a drider, though.
She's not a drider, but she's a spider woman.
Yes, and she is amazing. 10 out of 10. But she's not on this list. I don't think she sent in her picture.
No.
Okay. Well, anyway, um, so I'm not gonna judge them off their personality because just the same way, it's kind of hard to judge. I know that they are kind of like anti men. Am I getting that right?
I'm not sure. It may be kind of like Drow's, like matriarchy kind of thing. I'm
I
not actually sure. I have no idea. There are men driders though.
I will say if if you would have put like a specific drider, I probably would have rated them higher. But I'm going to probably just put them in the dating category, right between Shane and Michael Jackson. I feel like that's a
All
good,
right.
because listen, spiders. I fucking love spiders.
I'm so I can't use my mouse whenever I'm streaming because microphone is hooked up and headphones hooked up in the other port. So I'm having to use the keypad, the little pad,
We need
and
more
it
ports.
sucks. I need a new laptop, but I need a computer, not a laptop, but it's coming. We'll get there eventually.
We'll get there eventually.
Let's do this one.
Who is?
This is
Oh, this is Shoutier Bloodfallen
mhm.
from Overlord. Fun fact: a small bit of Psycho's design is actually based off Ainz Ulgon, who is the main protagonist in Overlord. Y'all haven't really seen a lot of Psycho's design, as you've only really seen like his very much human-looking persona. But besides that, just to talk about her, she is, you know, assuming that she was into me as much as she was into Ainz. Like you were talking about, just someone that's just super dedicated, almost yandere level dedicated. And I'm just going to tell you, I love women that are just a bit crazy.
Oh wow. What does it say about me?
I think it says enough.
Well, that's the end of me, guys. Nice talking to you. I'm leaving.
I say bare minimum date. I might even throw her in waifu. Am I just going to throw everyone in waifu? Throw everyone in waifu. Just every single person.
Just every person. JoJo
Everyone.
thinks it's the very
You're
top.
all waifus, and don't you forget it.
Okay, last VTuber because I just came across their picture. Sorry. Aiden.
Aiden. I love that outfit on them. Can I just say, Aiden, you're adorable. Have I interacted? They have to go into date, I'm going to say.
Alright, one second.
Oh,
Uh, sorry, I'm trying to do something and it's just not working out. There it is. Aiden's pronouns are he, slash, him. I thought so, but I didn't want to be disrespectful.
yeah. Aiden's he is a I think he's an elf puppy boy.
No,
Or am I wrong?
I think it's just elf. He's not. You're thinking about Spirit Box, I think.
Oh, okay.
Aiden is an elf, but I don't think he's puppy.
Move the drow down a little bit.
The
I would
Drider.
date I would date him over a drow or drider, not drow.
I didn't add a drow. I almost did, but I didn't. Yeah, he's just an elf boy.
Well,
I think we should also point out that Psycho identifies himself as pansexual. So you're all available. You're all options to him.
everyone is an option.
So don't take any offense in what he says
I
or
mean,
what you
if you
mention.
look at the dating category, like the dating category is 60% men, 20%
It is. I'm sorry.
female, and then 20% gender non-conforming. So,
I should have balanced it out a little bit more. I didn't
well,
have it
no,
right. It was
because
late and I was really tired when I was trying to think of all these people.
I mean, honestly, if you look at it, I think there's like what, six, seven girls on here right now and five males. So, I
I
mean,
think this is a female. I think the Drider's a female, so
yeah, but I'm going to consider, since Drider is a race, I'm going to consider it like
all Driders.
all Driders, like, so gender non-conforming. And I think their society's matriarchal. So, I mean, so that's why they're in the date category. I mean, I'd give them a shot, but it's really about personality. What is that? What? Okay,
I told you I added everything. A little bit of everything.
you got everything. You got cute little fox Digimon in here.
This is Renamon.
Yes, it is Renamon. Prim, have you ever watched any of the Digimon?
When I was a kid. No, that was Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh,
Not Digimon. I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon, Naruto. I never really watched Digimon. No, I played with Digimon. I had Digimon.
oh, okay,
My sibling and I.
okay. Well, I
Was that
remember that
Bakugan?
this was like,
I think that was Bakugan. Actually, no, I don't know what a Digimon is.
oh my God. Okay, so Digimon are digital monsters,
Oh yeah, yeah, digital monsters.
and the whole idea is usually a bunch of teenage kids get stuck in a computer and have to train or become Digimon depending on this season. This was really just fur bait for I think a season or two. Like I liked them as a character, but like at that point I had not yet become, like interested in that kind of thing. Oh
Hi,
my
Chew.
gosh, Choo, hey Choo Choo.
Sorry we missed you. Who says
Oh,
you had to go? But yes, your waifu, always, baby.
always waifu. Always. Big kiss. Mwah. Love Choo Choo. She is the best.
Sorry, I cannot pay attention to two things at the same time. I forgot about the chat completely.
Oh, she is adorable. I hope she has a great time in Italy. I don't know why she said bonjour when she's in Italy.
What is it in Italy? It's like, is it ciao?
Ciao bella. Yeah,
That's
I
hello,
guess.
beautiful. I think I barely speak English, guys. I'm sorry.
Ciao bella, darlings. Anyway, um, yeah, I mean, I'd probably put her. I think it's a her. Well, it has to be binary because it's digital code.
All right, this is the second time. I'm really leaving this time.
No, please. Let's just say friends, but I would probably put her above Jar Jar.
Get the hell out of here.
Don't be mean to Jar Jar.
You are so mean to Jar Jar. You have never been nice to Jar Jar.
Jar Jar Binks.
This is the first time that you've ever. I was just waiting on how badly you would just destroy poor Jar
Jar Jar, pretty cool dude.
Jar. All right.
Okay, so we're doing this too. Um,
Indeed.
this is Astolfo from the Fate series. I can't remember exactly what Fate it's from because there's about 30 of them, and I keep trying to watch them, and I think watch them out of order. Um, I think Astolfo has become much more famous for their contributions to Monster Energy drink than anything else.
Pretending I understand.
Listen, listen. Let's throw him in date.
Are you throwing in date knowing the truth? Or are you throwing in date you don't know the truth yet?
Are you saying whether or not the trap has sprung? No, no, no. I know Astolfo's a dude, but he is a pretty boy. Don't put him behind Michael Jackson.
Oh my gosh, why did you even put Michael
You know
Jackson in
what?
the
Move
date
Michael Jackson
category?
to I think you should leave.
That's mean.
Listen, I'm just show. If you look at I think you should leave, I think you know that personality dictates whether or not you're smashable.
All right, let's do the final real person.
Hi, my name's Michael. My name's Markiplier.
I was like, who's Michael?
Okay, Markiplier. Obviously,
Say his name 3 times, he'll appear in chat.
Markiplier, 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 Markiplier. Is
That's
he here?
4. You messed up. You
Damn.
ruined it. He's never gonna come
No.
now.
No. Okay.
All right, this is a really good picture of him.
Famous YouTuber, actor, director,
Oh, I guess I did have an actor in here.
podcaster. Well, I mean,
Every morning on the way to work, we have to listen to the Distractible podcast.
Distractible is just such a good podcast, and I don't make you watch or listen to Go My Favorite Sports Team.
Psycho and I ride, we work in the same building, and on days that we both work, we ride together, and we have to listen to the Distractible podcast
Not every time. Sometimes we
every
listen
time.
to music.
It's every time, unless we're driving my car and I make him listen to music with me.
Listen, listen. Husbando, let's not talk about it. Let's just go on and go with it.
Let's talk about it, because Markiplier is amazing.
Okay, I've been told a couple times that I looked like Markiplier. It was just when I was had my hair dyed red.
You did, though, and you do if you grow your hair out. It's cut short right now, but if when he grows it out a little bit, if
I
he would.
But also there's this thing where it says everyone kind of looks like Markiplier.
Yeah, he's got that face.
He's got that face that just looks like every single person
But you
ever.
really did. When your hair was red and you had it grew out, it
Yeah, I did.
really did.
I did kind of have a Markiplier look. So if you ever want to have a Psycho face reveal, just kind of crop Markiplier's face onto Psycho, and that's pretty close to what I look like.
Kinda, sorta. Psycho also had a pair of glasses. Psycho wears glasses. Shocker.
What?
And at the time, he had a pair that looked like Markiplier's glasses. So yeah, he looked very much like Markiplier. And he's
Thanks for exposing me as being a blind fuck.
kind of darker complected, so he looked so much like him. It was really funny.
Yeah, but yeah, I think we should just leave Markiplier back there. Pretty cool, not gonna lie. GG.
All right, let's see who we got left.
Anyways, I'm kind of getting a peek at who all is still left on the list,
Let's
and
see this one.
I'm judging you for it.
This is Daki from Demon Slayer.
Oh, that's
The
the ribbon girl.
did you say rimming?
What? No, the ribbon girl.
Yeah, it's the
The
kimono. She uses the ribbons of her kimono, I
yeah.
think.
Um,
She's my
she's
favorite demon from Demon Slayer.
okay. So first off, she's a spoiled little princess that always needs her brother to do everything for her. She's a big crybaby. She's kind of just all over the place.
Call me out next time. Say my name next time.
So definitely my type.
He's
Uh,
not lying.
Um, I'm gonna say move the Drider behind Astolfo and put the Ribbon Girl in that spot. And I think that that is a pretty good explanation of my type.
All right. Let's do Lord Tegan.
You grabbed a lot of Demon Slayer
I
people.
was on a kick, man. I just got thinking about Demon Slayer and how much I loved the characters. He is 23 years old, so he's younger than you.
Yeah, he is younger than me. I'm several billion years old.
Yeah. I I don't know why I expected him to be like 30 years old, but he's 23.
23 with three wives.
That's how you get it done.
His eye color actually inspired a little bit of Psycho's eye color.
Is it because he's polyamorous that you chose it?
Yes. No.
Yes.
But I mean, it's whatever.
I'm sorry. I am actually a raccoon and three raccoons in a trench coat. I can't help but mess with things, especially if they're shiny.
Listen, I'm gonna say that we're friends.
So you can share tips on how to get many wives.
Yes, we gotta touch tips.
I was like, where did Jar Jar go?
You just completely blanketed over Jar Jar.
All right, let's do Kratos.
Kratos, the God Killer. Oh, this is listen, his voice though, his voice is so deep, it's amazing. I am a sucker for a deep voice.
Daddy voice.
Daddy voice, definitely.
Say that again.
Daddy voice.
Daddy voice.
What's wrong? What?
It's always funny listening you say the word daddy.
Daddy. Anyway, um, but is he Hispando?
He has a son, and
He,
he's bringing children into the relationship.
I love kids.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. There's like a single age of children that I just cannot stand. But it's honestly, it's spoiled kids I can't stand. So that's really a determining factor is are his children spoiled? And I'm going to tell you, looking at Kratos' child, no, no, his child is not spoiled.
He stepped on a nail.
Stop playing with things. So listen, you got to admit he raised a child by himself, so he's a single parent. He has killed several gods, so you know that he's committed to his promises. I'm just gonna say, yeah, Husbando. That
Kratos
and
is husband.
the beard. The beard does it. Love a bearded man.
Wish I would have known that. I would have added more bearded men. Oh no, what did I just do? We are filling up this.
Husbando rapidly. What the fuck?
Vaporeon! Again, more of a joke. Flashback to our very first one brain cell ever. I thought it would be funny.
Definitely. I mean, cannot be Husbando waifu. I get the copy pasta. Everyone knows the copy pasta. I'm not gonna go on a date with a Vaporeon. Oh, have you seen that guy on TikTok that has like the Vaporeon plushie and says
Yes,
it's
I have.
his
Don't talk
girlfriend?
about it. I thought about adding One Night Stand into this tier list, but then I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. But I really should have.
Who would I put in One Night Stand?
Michael Jackson.
I'd probably put Michael Jackson.
Vaporeon.
No,
Lord Tegan.
maybe.
I feel like there's quite a few you would have put in there.
I'd probably throw in like some of the bottom people of date because honestly, like, when you go on a date, it leads to other things, Who knows what it
Mm,
leads to? That's really the vibe you got to go to. But like some dates you go into knowing that it's just going to be a one night stand and then you'll probably never see them again. So, I mean, date in this aspect covers a lot more. I'd probably have a Vaporeon, so I guess friend would be the closest thing.
Psycho says this stuff like he knows, like we haven't been together for the last 7 million years, and dating culture was not really a thing whenever we got together. It's so funny how he just tries to learn the ways of the world.
I know people have fuck buddies now. That's a thing.
I feel like that was always a thing.
Just not a public thing. I guess it's more public the more that you hear about it.
Well, I guess if you consider like kings and stuff having lots of concubines,
Concubines.
kind of like fuck buddies, but I don't think the concubines had much of a choice.
I think they did. I think it was like an honor thing, depending on what king or queen it was, obviously, because some of them died. Anyways,
I have no clue about any kind of history, not even American.
I thought you were American. Next one. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so this girl is crazy, like on a level of crazy that is beyond me. So waifu.
Of course.
I mean, she's a cute, crazy demon. What's not to like?
Aww.
That and again, if she's as obsessed with me as she is obsessed with the MC of her own anime, it'd be crazy. What? So you had two of them. You had two of them playing.
I
Yeah,
did.
you had Astolfo and oh, listen, I love him. Like in the like one episode that he's in, and then they bring him back later, I believe, in Naruto Shippuden. I think they resurrect him with everyone else. I can't remember though. But like, would I date him? Maybe I would. Let's just let's put him in the dating category. I think that's a good spot to put him.
I also meant to add Sasuke, but I forgot. So just imagine Sasuke is also here, whatever you would rate him as.
Oh, what would I rate? So, okay. So this one is kind of a unique character because I believe, um, I believe they have all the bits basically.
So like, I don't know what it's called. I'm not gonna say something that I don't know what it's called.
Yeah. But like I think they have, like I think they're made out of several different monster and human body parts. So they're like
That's hot.
no, so they're like not exactly 100% female or 100% male. I don't know what they identify
It's
as.
called something.
There's a word for it, but I don't want to say either an outdated word or, something terrible. So I'm just gonna say they just and go with a non-binary pronoun just for this. And honestly, kind of going towards waifu with this.
Of course.
What? Don't say of course. Don't act like you're not surprised. This is supposed to be shocking.
And that is all the pictures. that I have.
Okay. Now let me look because I kind of want to put these in an order that I like because like this order isn't exactly it.
This ain't it.
And now that I kind of have a baseline for everybody, I kind of want to like see whether or not I'd move anybody around. Let's start off with I think you should leave. Okay, so what did you say her name was?
Tana Mojo.
Tana Mojo
Who are
is
you kicking out the fastest? Who's got to go right now?
probably Michael Jackson.
You're so mean to him.
He is like committed mass genocide. Wait a
So
minute.
have you.
Not the point though. I think that it should honestly be lower if you're considered like the worst. So like who is still invited to the party? Oh my God, that's way down there. And I think Tana Mojo is in the middle, and then that is an entire race of creatures. So like
That's just one picture of many creatures.
yeah, so honestly, I might say I might not because like that makes it sound like it's being racist. So let's put him into the friend category because just because I had a bad experience with one of them doesn't mean that that should affect my opinion on all of them.
To be fair, I don't know how friendly they are to things that are not them.
They might be racist, is what you're saying.
Well, the ones that we encountered in our campaign were angry that we existed.
Yeah, but that's because we kind of killed their god or something like that. But that doesn't mean that they're the bad guys. So let's pump them into the friend category and say like we could be friends. I'm open to the idea of friendship.
I think we also accidentally killed their god. I just want to point out we did not just go around killing gods.
No, I think that time we did because that was like the evil god of the campaign that we kind of had to kill.
That was like the beginning of the campaign. I think that was when we were just killing to kill.
Oh yeah, we didn't murder Hobo too early though. But yeah, Michael Jackson, then Tana Mojo. Now let's go into the friend category. Okay, who is at the bottom? I think that the snake people got to be at the bottom because I'm willing to say that some of them can be my friends, but like when you're talking about the entirety of like a race, you got to imagine there's going to be a mixed bag of like terrible people and amazing people.
True.
So you can't exactly say that like they're 100% friends. Then I'd probably say Jar Jar Binks. I think he stays there. He's just a nice guy, but like having him around is inviting disaster because he'll just accidentally knock something over and it'll blow up. I mean, usually it works out, but like,
So it's like having me around, but in a very big situation where it's life or death.
of course. Next, probably Renamon.
So Lord Tegan's first.
I'd say Lord Tegan's first.
So you'd rather have Vaporeon than Renamon as a friend?
Yeah, I'd say so. I'm I'm gonna say this is mostly biased towards the franchise, as I'm much more of a Pokemon fan than a Digimon fan, and the idea of having a Vaporeon as a friend kind of just makes me assume that I have a Vaporeon as a Pokemon, and that's just that's kind of awesome.
But Vaporeon's not even the superior evolution.
Yeah, but like in a world where you have no Pokemon, when you have the option to have a Pokemon, you pick the Pokemon. You're not very picky choosy on what Pokemon you get.
What is the superior evolution?
Uh, well, here's the thing. When I was in, when I played my first gen games, I would usually run a Charizard or a Venusaur,
That's not what I'm asking. What is the superior evolution?
and I would run a Jolteon
Wrong.
to have a lightning type amongst my six, but I will say Sylveon, which is the fairy type one, probably the best as of
You're
right
not
now.
supposed to say Sylveon. You were supposed to say something else, and I was going to say wrong. It's Sylveon. Or Glaceon. Or Leafeon. Not Leafeon. Not Leafeon. Umbreon. Who's the best Pokemon?
The best Pokemon? What is the criteria for that?
Who's the best? Out of all the Pokemon, who's the best?
Arceus.
Wrong, it's Gengar.
Well, yes, Gengar is obviously my favorite Pokemon.
Gengar's my favorite Pokemon.
Yeah, I loved him. He was always in my like whenever I had a link cable to where I could connect a DS so I could trade my Haunter to get a Gengar. Gengar with Nightshade was just phenomenal.
I also really like Mimikyu.
Oh, Mimikyu's cute.
I love Mimikyu. And Sylveon.
Okay, so now we're going up to our next category, which is people I would date. Okay,
I feel like we pretty much did that out already. Unless you wanted to switch like some of the top because we didn't really mess with those. But these bottom ones, as I was putting them up there, I put them where you told me to.
yeah, I think Shane Top stays at second top. Yeah, I think date is pretty close. I'd argue whether or not I would put. Nah, I think I'd still keep them all in date category.
And the waifu category?
Okay, waifu category. Waifu Hispando category. Oh, okay. So who is the least waifu Hispando? I say Kratos goes at the bottom.
I was going to say I would say Kratos just because
Like,
it's not really your type.
I wouldn't say that. It's just that like his first family died. He's not really had a good history with having family. His I think both times that he's had a relationship with a woman, like to the point where they've had like a family, the person died. And listen, I'm immortal, but I don't want to just like have it over my head that I could die at any second. Next one up. This is tough. This is a tough one. Maybe Shaltir Bloodfallen?
Really? You're going to move her all the way down there?
Yeah, I just feel like there's there's better women in her own series that I would consider a waifu. So it's hard for me to say that she's the top waifu.
I don't remember exactly, but I think Prim's hair is mostly based on her.
Oh,
I don't remember exactly.
yeah, I think we did borrow a lot of um, Overlord stuff for both of our designs.
Um, Prim's outfit is based on her. It's not Prim's outfit is not that. Prim's outfit is something else. But Prim is the premise of Prim.
The primness
I
of
hate
Prim.
myself. It is based on that.
Okay, next one. Um, oh, this is a tough one. Markiplier.
Markiplier's all the way down there.
Listen, I think Markiplier would agree with me rating Lady Dimitrescu above him.
Yeah, I get it.
And I mean, like, he seems like a very cool and interesting person. But I don't know. There's just certain things that I think I would argue against making him higher.
Let's move on. This chair is making my butt go numb.
Okay, so let's move on to the next one then. I would probably say
Tiamat? Demetrius? Demetrius? I think her name is, what, like Konosuba is her last name or something like that?
now Konosuba is the series that she's from,
Oh,
and I think that honestly, I think that she and Albedo could switch places.
I just googled things that you told me. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it.
What?
I forgot to add one in here.
What?
I forgot to add one in here and it was going to be really funny.
Looks like we're having a part two.
Maybe later. You don't want me to tell you what it was?
No, don't tell me what it was, because
Okay.
we will have a part two. I mean, we've already had,
Sylvia.
huh?
Sylvia.
Sylvia. So listen, bump Sylvia down one, put Albedo a little bit above because, listen, Albedo has like this crazy side, but she's also like super soft. Like she's such like
Softy.
adorableness.
Toxic.
I'm gonna
Why did I
say
say it like that?
probably Toxic and Chew are pretty tied at this point.
Are you really going to put Tiamat and Lady Dimitrescu in front of these two beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ladies?
Well, listen, Tiamat and Lady Demetrius.
Demetrius. Demetrius.
Demetrius,
Demetrius.
dear God,
Tiamat would eat you. Lady Demetrius would eat you. Like, these women would kill you.
I would be only so lucky.
I'm not so sure that she would let you live, though.
Listen, the difference between it's just such a different kind of husband waifu because I mean like there's it's literally two bottoms
Hang on.
and two women that are equivalent to deities in where they are,
It's like, these women will kill me,
and that's my type.
but that's my type. Kind of.
But also the other two make me just want to like it's like two of them I want to pin to a wall, and the other two I want them to pin me to a wall.
But they would not pin you to. Okay, I get what you mean.
We're not saying whether or not it's realistic that they would. We're saying whether or not I would think that they are attractive. Because as we've said,
Isn't
one of
there a
them
mod that makes Lady Dimitrescu like naked?
there's a mod that makes everyone naked. If it's a video game, there's something that makes them naked.
I know, but Lady Dimitrescu is so intimidating. I love it.
Maybe that's what the mod was made for. They were so intimidating that they needed to imagine them in their underwear so they
Oh
would be
no,
intimidated.
he's hot.
Did you just quote SpongeBob?
Yes.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Okay? We're going to go Noctu above Tiamat, and then Noctoxic above Tiamat, and I think that's the order that I want them in. And the winner of my number one and number two waifus, lesbians. That's my type.
Literally.
My type is lesbians. If you're a lesbian, that's my type. Yes, ma'am.
Literally.
What am I into? Women that like other women. You want to double check? Check my browser history. No. Oh,
Oh dear God, my laugh. Well, that was interesting.
I think we found out something about myself at least.
Am I wrong? I don't know. I'm not gonna say that. I don't know. Well.
Okay.
Oh.
If y'all ever see this, you know,
Ouch.
like, comment, Or, message me if you want to be in part two, or if you would even like a part two, or maybe if you want Prim to do one.
Oh no,
Oh,
please.
yes. I might turn this around and Prim might do one. Wouldn't that be fun?
I
Oh,
had to set it up.
all right. Um, I think that's pretty much it for today. This is a pretty good stream. I liked it. It was something that's a little bit new to me, what I would normally do. Um, I just want to tell all of you lovely darlings, I had an amazing time with you. So, have a wonderful day and a wonderful night.
Thanks. That was really fun.
Goodbye.